start to work more on the business rather than always in it is kind of the, I feel like if you get to a point where you're at like 20K a month to 2025 or wherever, there's kind of a cap, and then you have to start to outsource a little bit so that you can really work on the business, on the service delivery, whatever your product happens to be. So, but dude, it's like, I'm stoked that we get to chat and would love to hear kind of, I know obviously anytime you have an online product or some kind of offer, finding really quality talent is a challenge. And there's plenty of people in your shoes who perhaps have gotten to the point that they tried to start outsourcing that and just were burned too many times because you have a rep that comes in, or they might flake, they go a couple weeks without seeing results, so then they quit, or you just burn through a lot of ad spend. So the fact that Cooper and Sebastian, who we placed with you guys, just had such insane immediate results is exciting, and I'd love for you to share kind of that how that process was for you since we started working together.
Yeah, I mean, Cooper and Sebastian have been above and beyond the quality that I expected going into using a recruiting agency. A lot of my experience so far has been a lot of cold outreach recruiting, where it's like transferring someone that's either been in sales before and then bringing them in with us, or no sales experience at all. And I realized it took a lot more of my time as an owner to kind of train them up to speed so that they could kind of be on their own in the business, instead of me kind of babysitting them and helping them get to where they want to be to reach their own goals commission wise. So working with an agency has allowed me to like take more of a hands-off approach to the recruiting, because I'm already basically bringing into my business a fully made agent that already has the experience necessary to just right off the bat grab the script and run with it. Like Sebastian, for example, he has been with us for about 3 weeks, and it's only been part-time so far because he's still transitioning from his other opportunity over into this one, and he's already closed over 10K worth of business. I remember him texting me after having his license for maybe 3 or 4 days, and texted me a screenshot of one of his commission statements. He's like, is this real? Like, this is going to be in, I was like, yeah, man, that's going to be in your bank account tomorrow morning. He's like, holy crap, I see the proof of concept now. So just seeing an individual come into the business with a ton of experience already and getting their first deposit within days, huge production numbers coming from already having the experience in sales that I'm looking for. It's so much easier just to transition the skill from one industry to another instead of just hiring completely cold.
Was it kind of a relief when, because I know anytime you're a business owner and you're trying to recruit sales talent, there's just so much ramp up. It's so easy to get burnt out and think, why can't I find someone that just can figure it out? Was it a relief to see those two guys when they first came in and started taking calls, just kind of hitting the ground running from day one?
I can't stress enough what little amount of time I had to spend with them before they got their first deal under their belt. Cooper, he is an awesome guy, super high energy. He's got a lot of enthusiasm, super driven individual. He's going to be someone that is pulling me to help him get to his goals instead of me trying to push him like, all right, dude, you can do a little bit better. You know, he already comes with the full package. His first day on the phones, he closed a deal within literally 2 conversations. Like he dialed 3 leads and made a sale. So like any other rookie that I would maybe bring into the business that, you know, doesn't have as much experience, like myself, even, for example, like it took me my whole first day, I didn't make any sales. And then my second day, it took me a little bit. I got one under my belt finally. But Cooper came in and right off the rip made a sale within his first couple dials. And again, for him, it was just like, boom, there it is. Like he's already got the necessary skills. Again, it's just so easy to transfer from one industry to another. So using a recruiting agency like you guys you're helping us hire people that already have the sales skills, which
Mhm.
frankly are very transferable between industries. Taking them from one industry to another one is a very easy transition, especially when they already have the baseline knowledge.
Especially when, because obviously, natural talent is a piece, but the systems we're building out to pre-train a driven rep on an offer before they even get on an actual call is something we're doing that I don't see anybody else doing right now, because any placement agency that will recruit reps for a company like yours, they typically are training on just general sales principles, which is fine. I think it's great, but it's kind of like learning basic mathematics and then jumping right into advanced calculus, right? It's like you can have kind of the general tonality, cadence, perhaps understanding a basic sales process knowledge, but when the time comes to actually get on the phones, it's a whole different game. You need to actually have iterated practicing a pitch, a product, a certain kind of customer persona to be able to close deals early. And that's why oftentimes you see this ramp up of like 4 to 6 weeks minimum with these placement agencies.
Right.
I've heard over and over and over that, like, I hired this rep 6 weeks ago. He still hasn't closed his first deal. I'm like, dude, why are you still burning calls on this guy?
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't have any other choice. And I'm like, it just hurts my heart so much.
Yeah.
So it's a nightmare. So like, I'm thrilled, Cooper and Sebastian are obviously studs, but it's also just kind of the process that we're building out will become more applicable to a rep as long as they have half a brain and can communicate well. The 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 accelerated ramp up that we're building out will just work for any product. So dude, I'm stoked that it's working out. I'm looking forward to continuing to build with you. I guess one final question is, if there's an agency owner of some sort that wanted to scale but had been burnt or just is unsure about outsourcing this part of their business and they're listening to this, what would you tell them, and what advice would you have for them, being someone who's seen the fruits of this process?
I would tell that owner that um, when it comes to the business world, a lot of times people will have ulterior motives, right? Because a lot of it is going to be money driven, right? And obviously, that's a huge thing. That's why we're business owners and entrepreneurs. But making the right partnerships is so key in helping your business be successful. And I think my partnership with you, Ryan, has been one of those key relationships that I've been able to develop, that has helped me kind of take it to that next level. Hiring those kinds of talent would be extremely hard for me alone, just to do on my own with how spread thin I am already in my business. So allowing you, a person that is ethical, professional, highly motivated and driven, to kind of take care of that for me so that I don't have to worry so much about the kind of people that I'm bringing into my business. I can allow someone like you to do the vetting, to do the training, and then have them transfer to me and just plug and play. So it's helped me scale. It's helped me give me a lot more peace of mind in my business too, about my recruiting pipeline, knowing that the people that are going to be coming into my business will not be a detriment, but on the flip side, be a total asset to the team as soon as they get on.
Sweet, man. I'm glad. I'm stoked for the future too, to keep building. There's lots to come. We're growing pretty quick, so that's exciting. And just working with guys like you that are like-minded, driven, and mission focused is, money aside, that's all the fulfillment I need to work those 12-hour days
Totally.
that you're also very familiar with.
Yes.
So, but dude, let's wrap it up there. Appreciate the time, and I'll call you soon with some updates about the program and what other reps we're gonna be able to continue building with you. So appreciate
Sweet.
your time, brother.
Yeah, likewise. Take care.